Assassinate Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we break down one of their records. We get into the music, lyrics, how it was made, and everything in between. Like I said before in the first introduction, we thought this was going to be just one episode, but the first part of it ended up going way longer than we expected. So I think I'm probably going to split this in two, and that's why I'm doing another introduction. I don't know why I'm explaining myself, but it's fine. But yeah, we're doing Plus 44 today. We're doing When Your Heart Stops Beating, the only record they ever put out. We're in lost episode season of the podcast, so we're doing episodes from albums that we've done in the first 4 or 5 years of the podcast, which are now long lost to the sands of time. So yeah, that's why we're doing Plus 44. Last time we did this was in 2019, late 2019. And we also thought it would be fun because it was 19 years ago, as of last week, that Plus 44 played their first show ever. And we were there.
That's what started this.
That's what started this. Let's get into, I guess, some, we already know the origin story. Plus 44, it's because Blink broke
don't
up.
need an origin story with Blink and stuff and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about the 12 songs, or some of the 12 songs on this record. They did some covers outside of this. There's some cool demos of some of these songs, some cool alternate versions, some acoustic versions, which we'll touch upon as well. And we'll get into the lyrics, because the lyrics are... He's hurt. Mark is hurting at this time in 2005, 2006.
Hurting for a squirtin'.
He's hurting for a squirtin', yes. So...
Sure is.
How should we do this? Because we're not going to do first impressions. We already know that as well. So...
There's I guess it's more like, for me, it's more just like whittling down to what we want to talk about, right? The lyrics are like what we really want to get into. Mm-hmm. So we'll get into that, I think, last. So I think we should do the bonus stuff first and just whittle down, like the karaoke version, the Chris Holmes remix stuff. We can, if we even want to talk about it, we can. Or
talk
we
about
can
the karaoke stuff now.
Yeah, the remixes and the karaoke stuff, I don't really give a fuck about either. Then we can do the demos, everything with Carol Heller. Mm-hmm. Which was kind of like weird anyway, because like the Little Death, she's not even really there. Yeah. So
I figured
she's not there at all.
I figured we'd talk about the demos when we talk about
while we do those
songs. So like, gotcha. No, It Isn't, Make You Smile, Cliff Diving, and then Little Death.
Okay,
but yeah,
well, let's get into the covers and the Guten Tag then.
Covers and Guten Tag. Okay, so let's
start easy. The covers, the Descendants cover and the Smashing Pumpkins cover, they tried their hardest to sound like the originals.
Adolescence, they did Amoeba as well. I sent you that.
No, I
sent that to you. It's not.
Oh, you sent that after.
I sent it after. I said it's not part of this final list. So, but
you even said that, and then I still didn't listen.
Still did not listen. You didn't do your homework, but that's okay.
But whatever. Right? If it's anything like Christmas Vacation or I am one.
It's a lot like
it probably just sounds like the Adolescents, yeah. Like I think they do a good job at covering these songs because they do sound very similar to it. It's just I don't care. I don't care enough.
Yeah, I agree. But and also the Smashing Pumpkins one. They so they did Amoeba by Adolescents, they did Christmas Vacation by Descendants, and then they did I Am One from Smashing Pumpkins, the opener from the Gish record. Why they would even do a Pumpkin song, so crazy to me. It's so out of their wheelhouse. Just makes no sense. Who thought to do this? Not it's good. It's a fine cover.
I think like for what they were trying to do, like I think it's a good cover.
Yeah, it was good. It's cool, man.
It's not great because like it just sounds like Smashing Pumpkins, but not as good. But it's fine. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Unfortunately, it's not like the highest quality either. Like the best quality on YouTube, or even like the downloaded version I have. It's not. I just wish it was better quality, but it's kind of crappy. So anyway, so yeah, those are the big three covers. Guten Tag. What do you got on that one,
dude? This this is. We've heard all of these songs before. It's just because it's on YouTube and there's no copy available like on Discogs except for I think it was a CD or something that they released. But I don't listen to this song very often. Like this maybe like 5 times I've heard this song. But every time I hear it, I'm like, this is fucking good. It's a dope song. It's super heavy. It doesn't really fit with the album's vibe because it's a cover. Mm-hmm. And it's just like for an iTunes thing they did. I don't know how this even happened, but Plus 44 covered a German like kind of like pop rock band song. Yeah. And that German pop rock band were Sint Helden. I
don't know how to pronounce their name.
They're Sint Helden. Like, oh yeah, I heard that band. All the fucking Germans. Oh, that band. Yeah. They covered When Your Heart Stops Beating in German, and they're like a female fronted. Just from like listening to that one song. I didn't dive too much into their lore, but just from that one song, they seem to be a female fronted like pop rock band, and their version of When Your Heart Stopped Beating was fucking dope.
It's really
it was cool.
Yeah,
it was solid. But so was this song. This song's cool, dude. Guten Tag's a good song.
It's a great cover. Yeah, it's a killer cover.
Just like I would love a fucking just like a deluxe repress of Plus 44 and just give me everything.
Yeah,
give me it all.
Give me everything that we're gonna talk about right now, and I will listen to it every single time. I will listen to the demos every time. I'll listen to the acoustic stuff every time, the covers, because I mean I don't know. There's so little.
Can't get enough of it.
So little output from this band, so it's like I want to absorb all of it, and I have it in the last 19 years. Because I fucking love this shit.
Yeah, Guten Tag was good. I was very happy with that. As I always am, but I don't listen to it often enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because it's on YouTube. YouTube's stupid. But yeah, that's what I got for the stuff that were not specifically to the tracks on the record.
Yeah, because like we were saying, the demos, and then there's some acoustic versions of the songs that are really fucking good too. So like 155 acoustic, When Your Heart Stops Beating acoustic, and Baby Come On acoustic. Killer shit. Killer shit. So let's get into killer shit.
Poop, that's killer.
Do we just want to run through all the songs and then just kind of
okay?
Because I mean,
girl.
I have 12 bangers. They're all bangers.
I have 12 beyond bangers, but that's
okay. I mean, yeah, mine are technically beyond bangers. I just didn't want to get too crazy. But
I will say to you, like, I don't give a fuck either way. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Every single song on this record is about Tom.
Yeah. Maybe one song is not.
No. Nope. Every single song on this record is about Tom. But Mark writes his best when he's writing about a relationship between a boyfriend and a girlfriend. But it's still like a metaphor.
Yeah.
Or a persona. It's a metaphor for Tom. Every fucking song on here is about Tom.
Most of the songs he tries to make it seem like it's him and a girl, but it's like you just take you take out the romantic part of it, but yeah, it's simply just his breakup with Tom, his best friend. So, but let's get into this. Lycanthrope, the first song. This is my 3B, third banger. I already poured my Pliny the Elder right here. There you go.
Oh, baby. Damn, girl.
There we go.
Okay.
But yeah, we're Russian River Boys today. We drank a Blind Pig earlier. Now we got the Pliny the Elder. We're getting wild tonight.
I didn't even rank them as B's. It was just like I figured we were gonna go like track by track, but Lycanthrope would be. I think it would be my 2B.
2B. Okay, that's fair. I mean, it's my 3. So, but yeah,
definitely a top tier B.
This song, I mean, it starts fast, heavy, for Mark standards. It's fast, it's heavy. It has that driving lead guitar the entire fucking time. It really never lets up. The song never really lets up, and I love it. And it's.
I think you get that. I think because it's a very specific sound. And I think you get that when you hit like a power chord and like all you just do is hit the octave. Like you release like the middle, the ring finger on that power chord.
Yeah.
And so you're just hitting like the high and the low of the octave.
And we know.
I think that's what they're doing there.
We know Tom loves to do that. This could be like a throwback to Tom's playing, especially on the Untitled stuff. Link's Untitled. Tom loves playing that way. So.
And then, what's
could be a throwback.
I can't
Not now.
Right now. Yeah,
it's all over that song. But Tom loves that shit.
He does. So yeah, you're right. So like this song just immediately drops in, and I like that like Mark is coming off like the breakup of his fucking life, dude. Like it's like the thing that is going to change him forever, right? Like it's just like to me it's just crazy because we always talk about like a heartbreak of like a boy and a girl or whatever. You're like a romantic love interest. But then, like, we get few pockets here and there where we'll talk about the death of, like, a friend or something, Buck Owens and his guitarist dying, and but the famous thing where Buck Owens like, oh, a piece of me died that day, and I was never the same. And, like, you don't see it any like, more plain as day as, like, this rift. And it never affected Tom as the way it affected Mark.
Yeah.
And I think that hurt Mark even more.
I think so, too.
It just, like, fucked him. And Mark, like, still to this day, I don't think he's the same. And I think it was cancer that really brought him around. But like, dude, I just don't fucking care anymore. I think that was like
doesn't hold grudges
the only
anymore.
time.
Well, he talks about it in his book too. How with the cancer, he's like, I'm not gonna do things I don't want to do anymore. I'm not gonna hold grudges. He just like I just don't really care anymore.
You really see it. You really see it live. And now he makes fun of Tom for leaving the band, and he says things like, "Oh man, like remember the times when you were out of the band, like, oh, those were good times. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's like, damn, bro, like you're really getting into it and like being so vulnerable because you were fucked, dude.
There was a video because Blink are on tour right now, and there was a video that came out last week, and Alkaline Trio is opening up for them. And like Tom fucked something up. Like he fucked up some part really bad, and Mark was making fun of him. He's like, "Better be careful. Be careful. Your replacement's here in the back. I can go get him right now if you want."
Oh, it's so good.
Do you want? To, no, he said, "Do you want to leave the band again? Because I have a replacement here for you." He said something like that. It's so.
I think Tom's
good.
definitely matured also in this tour. This episode is going to be all over. It's going to be all fucking Blink all over the place.
Fine.
I think Tom's definitely matured over this specific tour too because. Like Tom's definitely done some fucked up things, right? Like these guys are all just emotionally underdeveloped and immature, and they could have handled everything better. Like we all agree on that.
Yes.
But we've seen Mark develop. We've seen Mark grow up. We've seen Mark become like an adult, like in front of us. And unfortunately, it was because of the cancer, not because of the cancer, but that played a big part in him becoming an adult and be like, dude, this is just fucking dumb.
An adult.
Mm-hmm. But like Tom, we're seeing it in real time. We're seeing like day by day, show by show. Him being made fun of hard by fucking Mark, saying things that are like damn, like a lot of bands would break up for the shit you just said. Yeah. And now I have to just take it because you're right. It doesn't fucking matter. And that is kind of funny. And I should be more aware that I'm a horrible fucking singer. And Tom is super aware now that he's a horrible singer.
Yeah.
And you can see him smirk when he says,
"Oh God, the
Turpentine."
The videos I've sent you with Turpentine and Stay together for the kids. It's terrible.
And you can see him smirk, like he kind of smiles. Now it's become like this rite of passage where he's like, okay, this is what people expect me to do, and they kind of like it. People like to make fun of me, therefore I'm going to embrace it. Because for so many fucking years, the whole Angels and Airwaves thing was just like Tom wants to be taken seriously.
Yeah,
and we don't need to take you seriously to enjoy your shit. Like we don't need to take you seriously to think that you're one of the greatest songwriters of all time. Like those two things aren't mutually exclusive things. You can still say dick jokes and then write something like, self-entitled. Like, you can do both those things, and that's fine. So I don't know. I don't know where we started with this one, but this is where we're ending up.
Yeah, but no, it's fine. So back to Lycanthrope. Yeah, this is about it. To me, it's the major depression and isolation he felt after the collapse of Blink, after Tom literally just ditches Mark and Travis, changes his phone number, quits the band via his manager, Rick DeVoe, and they never talked to Tom they didn't talk to Tom for a couple of years after that. I think there were some lawsuits that happened also that's kind of not really discussed, but it's just, and he's also insecure, thinking nobody cares about him or his music anymore. And there's some like suicidal ideation going on in this particular song too.
Oh yeah.
And also
absolutely.
The first line of this song, the first line of the record is, "I wake up at the end of a long, dark, lonely year." Like just setting it up straight up. This is going to be a sad record.
This is a sad fucking record.
I wake up at the end of a long,
it was like
dark,
a year
lonely
between the two. Like this is Mark's rebuttal to, and like Tom didn't even like the first Ava record wasn't like a here's my statement of what my side of the story is, right? It was just like, here's the project I've been working on. I hope you like it. This is a rebuttal, dude. This is like a clap back.
Yeah.
And luckily this is aged well because it's so personal. And it's not about Tom, because he doesn't ever say Tom. He doesn't ever say like my buddy or you, whatever. Yeah. It's so like, this is Mark at his peak songwriting. Yeah. This is his best songwriting that he's ever done, like by fucking far.
Lyrically, musically. If you take any of Mark's songs in Blink, songs where he led the song, none of them are as good as the songs on here. Maybe Online Songs, maybe fucking no, Pathetic's not just a Mark song. Maybe Eminem's.
I think MH 418 is a good song. I think that's
a good song, but
fucking Mark.
It's a good Mark song, but it's not up to par with Plus 44. I think I would put like maybe Eminem's Wasting Time. What's My Age Again? I'd put up there.
What's My Age Again?
Yeah. I'd put Online Songs up there, but in the end, overall, this Plus 44 record is peak. It's peak Mark in every sense, musically, lyrically, emotionally. Man, this record's incredible, and it sounds nothing like Blink. What Blink was doing. No Blink song up to this point sounds like this.
Yeah,
it's not this sad. It's not this depressing.
Yeah, I mean that opening line. I wake up at the long, dark, lonely year, and it's just like, damn, bro. Like this whole year, you've been fucked.
Yeah.
Like this whole year has been just like boiling over. It's just like percolating up until this point, and like you're at your absolute worst right now. And he was in a relation, you know what I mean? Like he was fucking married. It's not like he's like 16 and he lost his best friend to like death. Like no, his best friend just fucked him and
but like, big time.
It fucked him big time, and we get something like it's unreal. But yeah, you're right. There are some really dark shit, especially like in the third verse when he's like a whole dark kind of motif comes through, and he's an instrument with a darker purpose, right? He's talking about the broken vessel, like everything's just helpless, everything's just worthless. Like who the fuck am I? And like he talks about like how people are going to try to help him, like I'm about to throw the young and the helpless, but they got nothing to say. Like why do I listen to them? So it's just I'm on my own. Like no one gives a fuck about me. It's just so down and out. It's just so fucking. Like he just thinks he's absolutely worthless, and it wasn't just like Tom like broke up the band. Like 'cause obviously at this time right now, Mark believes that Tom ruined the band. Mark believes that Tom ruined Blink-182, but it wasn't just Blink. Like Mark took this as something extremely personal, and he should, and like anybody fucking would in his position. But this was something so personal that Tom did to Mark, and like this goes beyond like a band thing or LLC or Travis or whatever. This is like, dude, we started off as like homies jumping from streetlights and shit, and you fucked me like this.
Yeah. And calling
like surreptitiously fucked me like this.
And calling the song lycanthrope, you know, is lycanthropy is a werewolf. Yeah, and it's I think that was so intentional, saying like the two-faced nature of Tom, where he can seem like such a cool person and all this during the day, or at most of the time, and then all of a sudden at any given moment,
flesh-eating monster,
just being a horrible person, and just that there's two completely different side to Tom's personality and his person. So yeah, it's
dude, this chorus is wild. Like because I have notes, but then I also just pulled up the lyrics just so
I'm flipping through the lyrics
because it's god damn, it's so good. And the chorus goes back and forth with just like, fuck you, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But then you get to like, I'm only setting you free to just let it happen. Like that part, that's like Mark almost like saving face. Like, don't worry about it. I wanted the band to break up anyway. I don't give a fuck about that. But then it goes back to, you can just stop talking. I get it. And it's just like, damn, bro. Like even when he tries to put on this face that he's not hurt, he's fucking
hurting big time.
He's fucking hurt.
Yeah.
Hurting for squirting.
Well, that too, probably. So, Lycanthrope, great song. My 3B, your 2B, I guess, if you had to put one.
What a fucking band.
So let's get into Baby Come On, second track. Do you remember where this one sits for you?
This would have been a top tier B for sure.
See, I would have thought that too prior to listening again today, my final time listening. I put this at 10. Put this as my number 10. I still love the song.
Is it the lyrics or is it the melody?
I think it's just the song in general. It's a slower jam. It starts with all the electronic stuff. There's a really cool like build up in the bridge and everything, especially with all the electronic stuff. But there's just listening through this week and today, I just thought there's just much better songs on this record.
I can see like musically, this would have been like a lower B, but lyrically, this is like a direct rebuttal to Tom.
I feel like this is a moment. I'm kind of the opposite. I feel like this is one of the few songs or the only song on the record where it could just be about a relationship, but I could also see this is like the most thing that this is the only song that could be the most like that, where it's not about Tom.
Here's why like I 100% think this is about Tom, because like Mark likes to mask it all about like a lonely girl and like she's depressed, but like obviously that's him. But like what really does it for me, we've talked about this in our last episode before, but like your favorite lyric that Tom's ever done, right? The alcohol sends it with her breath.
I love that fucking lyric.
But then what does Mark do here, right? Like he talks about alcohol constantly.
Yeah.
And then he says, I can always find her at the bottom of a plastic cup, drowning in drunk. Like that's a fucking rebuttal to Tom. Like, oh yeah, we both talk about drinking all the time and you can write a dope ass fucking lyric. And Mark listened to Ava like 1,000 times, even though he said that he hasn't listened to it that much. Like, he listened to that fucking thing so many goddamn times to pick it apart and be like, oh, this was good, but this sucked. And like, here we get it. That's the same fucking thing. And I can always find her at the bottom of a plastic cup. That's Mark's clap back to Tom's fucking thing.
I think it's also because during the Entitled era, especially, they've both talked about it. Mark and Tom have both talked about it. But during that album cycle, Tom was drinking a lot. He was drinking a lot of wine, and to the point where he was having trouble playing some shows because he would just get so drunk before the show or during the show, and he was always drinking a shit ton of wine. And Mark would call him out on it all the time. And I think the alcohol references in this are a personal attack at Tom for saying like, you were just really fucking. You were kind of a shitty person back then, and now I'm realizing it more now that you dumped me. But that's my thought on it,
dude. And then the second verse, and she said, and Tom said, I think running alcohol tonight. I hate this fucking town. And then what does Mark say? Mark thinks in his mind like, fuck, man, my best friends are going to be the death of me.
Yeah.
Dude, those 3 lines right there. That's fucking Tom.
I know.
Like, through and through. Oy, but they will never. Dude,
but they won't ever remember.
This is like peak Mark writing here too. Like the more I'm like reading this and kind of going over it.
Dude, just that second verse. The second verse. So yeah, tonight I hate this fucking town, and all my best friends will be the death of me. But they won't ever remember. So please take me far away before I melt into the ground, and all my words get used against me, you sad and lonely girl.
Right.
So it's like he's saying like, you know, he's sick of Tom's antics, right? and Tom's manipulating him the whole time, and he's saying, you're not going to remember me, you're not going to care after you're done using me. After
he's conniving, you're just going to use my words against me. You're going to twist what I say in the papers and interviews. And then the last line of that one too is like, "You sad and lonely girl." Here he just pities him. He's like, "Dude, you're just pathetic," and it's fucking sad.
Oh man, what a fucking song! What a fucking album! I love this shit so much.
And like obviously too I remember too like when this album came out, like our entire friend group for a long time, the line that like we always argued with, we always talked about was the past is only the future with the lights on.
I hate that line.
I remember we talked about I remember a friend of the pod, John, talked about it all the time. He said, "What does it mean? Like, what do you think about it? What do you think about it?" Like, we remember talking about it for so long. I think that's the only throwaway line in the whole fucking thing.
I think so. I know it's so stupid. It's as dumb as what's the line on California?
Beige little boxes in a row.
I mean that's the worst thing Mark's ever written. But no, on Bored to Death, the tiger.
You just said Cal. Oh, okay, I see.
The album California, but the song Bored to Death. Something with a tiger in a tree or
tiger by the tail.
No, I don't. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Let's move on. Do we have anything else on Baby Come On?
I will say like all the acoustic songs. I'm not crazy about the acoustic songs.
Really?
I love acoustic songs. I really do.
Oh.
I think it's because I love the record so fucking much. I don't think they could possibly translate like the emotion acoustically, which is why I think you do an acoustic song.
Yeah.
Is because you have a good song that's got some emotion to it, but you do an acoustic to kind of strip everything down to like this like Joni Mitchell singer-songwriter thing. But I think because the record in my eyes is so fucking perfect that the acoustic could never just hold a candle to it.
I would say this is the second. I mean, there's only 3 acoustic versions of these songs. This would be my second favorite.
It's like 5.
Really? No, I thought there was only 3. What were the other?
When Heart Stops Beating, 145, Cliff Diving, Weatherman.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Yeah. You're right.
But they're all stupid except for this one is probably the most tolerable. This one and Weatherman are probably the most tolerable.
145 is really good too. But anyway, we'll get into that. Okay. So let's get into When Your Heart Stops Beating. This is this wasn't the first song released because they had originally released No It Isn't, and then they released Lycanthrope, and then this is the first official single, When Your Heart Stops Beating. There's a music video made for this one, and this is played on K-Rock a lot. And it's a killer song. That lead guitar line, I love that lead guitar line, and Travis's parts insanely good. The hi-hat work in the chorus, fucking incredible. I love
this is the most like
music in this.
This is the most like electronica sounding kind of song they did,
but with the least amount of electronics.
Yeah, for sure. But they went all in on it, and like the little breakdown part, the with a little pause, doom, the Travis hitting the bass beat on like on the bass drum on every fucking beat, just drive everything forward. For sure, this is like crafted to be the single. Like this is Mark writing The Rock Show. This is Mark writing like What's My Age Again. This is crafted to be the big single.
Mm-hmm.
This is, I don't know. It's a top tier banger still. Like every fucking song's a top tier banger, but it is kind of like I say this with the absolute most like respect for this record. This is kind of like the most boring song on the record.
I don't know. I think it's the most overplayed for sure, but I don't think it's the worst song now.
Because there's not much going on here, right? It's chorus heavy, which is fine because it's a catchy fucking chorus. We only get really 2 verses, but even the second verse is it's a half-ass thing. So
I
that's
just
what
love the
that's what
guitar
I'm
parts.
saying.
I love the guitar parts. It's so lead heavy too.
It is really heavy. I like everything about that. I really
It's
do.
so smooth.
We have to list bangers. This would be a mid banger for me for sure.
This is my 4B, like I said. And yeah, actually, I'll get into some of the background of the record a little bit after we do this song, but like how the band kind of started and how they originally started too. But so lyrically, what do you have on this one? I think it's a love song, but obviously there's deeper undertones with the whole Tom and Blink breakup. But in the end, it's an overall love song.
I preface this whole thing with saying I think every single song on this record, every single thing about this record is about Tom, and this is no exception. I think the entire purpose of like "I'll be there when your heart stops beating" is just Mark being like just a martyr. Dude. Mark thinks he's a martyr. Mark's just like, "I'll be there when you're done being a bitch." Like even if it kills me, even if when you're dead and I'm dead and nobody gives a fuck about us, I'll still wait for you. Like that's what this is. He's a hopeless romantic.
He is, yeah.
To his best boy.
Yeah, I know. He would do anything for Tom, and he got so hurt. Like this is him essentially professing his love to Tom and the band, and he would literally die for Tom. But
It's
just
bro love though. It's a bro.
yeah. I'm not saying this in a romantic way at all. It's just they were so connected, or they are. I mean, we've seen them now over the last couple of years, and it seems like their friendship is crazy good. But yeah, no, I think that's what it is. I think just the betrayal obviously all started with Boxcar Racer when Tom said, "I need some time away from Blink. I'm going to do my own solo thing, like an acoustic thing with my buddy David." And that turned into a full-fledged band where he only asked Travis to be in the band or to play on the record. And
which is a direct fuck you.
And then
dude,
as like a pity thing, he's like, "Oh well, Mark, you could sing on one song if you want." And it's like, God, dude, that's such a slap in the face. But that was like the beginning of the end of this era of the band, of Blink-182.
Mishandling like duties like that or career choices is just a part of immaturity.
Yeah, and Tom has come out recently over the last couple of years, and he said, at the time I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was being sincere, and I didn't think it would hurt him. I didn't think I would hurt his feelings that much. But looking back on it, I would have been so mad. I would have been just as upset as Mark was, if not more.
Mark did this without
But
him.
he's like, I was just so naive. Like I didn't think about it, and I was an idiot. I was an asshole. So like even Tom comes and admits he was wrong. So after some technical difficulties, we're back. So yeah, we're pretty much good with When Your Heart Stops Beating, right? We're all good here.
Yeah, it's not that I hate this song. It's just I think it's the I don't know. If this was a record I didn't like, I would say this is the most one-dimensional song. This is the cheesiest song. This is the most basic bitch song. Those are all the things I would say about this song. It's just the lowest hanging fruit song.
Okay.
But it just happens to be like kind of like objectively the catchiest fucking song on the record.
It is. This and 155 are definitely the catchiest songs. So anyway, let's get into. I'm gonna start singing it. So next song, Little Death, slower jam, a lot of electronics. I do like the layering of vocals. It's a little bit amateur, but I think it fits the song really well. And God, the song just kind of drones along really, really nice. Little death makes life more meaningful. I like that line a lot.
With the windows
open. Bam, 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 bam. And it just like that high fucking part after he sings that. It's so good.
This one's cool because so like we did listen to the demos or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The demo for this one, which features Kara Heller, which is not even there at all, but the demo for this one sounds somber, dude. It sounds more sad than the final product, and I liked the demo version of this better as an instrumental than I did the final product as a full band. I wish that this was like the interlude, like because it was fucking cool. It was somber. It was sad. But I think maybe that's just because
this one too.
Yeah, I think maybe because I really we know the vocals, so I can't help but sing along to it too. Mm-hmm. Because I really do like that fall asleep with the windows open. Yeah, and like, what does that even mean, right? So obviously this is about Tom, because every fucking song is about Tom.
Yeah.
But like, come to me with the worst you've said and done. That's just like come at me, bro. Like, what you got? Like, go ahead and fuck with me. Keep talking shit because all you fucking do. Like, close your eyes and you'll see me because I'm here. I'm talking. But like, fall asleep with the windows open. What does that mean?
I think that's he's referring to death. Like people open the window so their spirit can get out, so the spirit can go to heaven or go to the heavens. Like it's an exit rather than being trapped in the room. I think that's what he's talking about.
It's just so weird because I believe that at this time in 2006, when this was happening, and like Mark is writing this record, you know, throughout 2005 and leading into 2006, he's at his lowest point. And when the title, the song title is "Little Death," and the Little Death make life more meaningful. I don't think he's thinking about like better to love and lost than never have loved at all. Like I don't think he's thinking that. I think he's like, dude, this is going to destroy me. So I don't understand like why like a little death makes life more meaningful. Maybe that's
I think it makes sense.
No, it does. Well, hold on there, dude. Because now I got it right now. Because I've been going through it again.
Okay.
Because it's the background vocals, right? It's not like in the front. It's at the harms.
Mm-hmm.
It's like somebody whispering, like, dude, don't forget, like, it's better to have loved and lost than never loved at all. And the last line of the chorus is, well, I stand no chance at all because that's not for me. I'm fucked.
Oh, it's so good.
That's good, man. That's good. That's what it is, right?
He kind of like wails, not yells or screams, but he wails the "I stand no chance at all." Like just the way it's a little bit. His voice is a little bit strained too. I love it.
Because that's like a really like antiquated way of talking about like a breakup. Was well, it's better to have loved and lost than never loved. I keep thinking of Men in Black, when Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith are talking about it. And Will Smith tells Tommy Lee Jones after he sees a picture of him, a picture of Tommy Lee Jones. No, sorry, Tommy Lee Jones looking at a picture of his wife, and he's like, "Well, you know what they say? It's better to have loved and lost, never loved at all." And Tommy Lee Jones is like, "Dude, try it, and then tell me what you think." And he walks off. And even as a kid, it's like, "Damn, that's pretty fucking deep." That's what we're talking about here. Yeah. That's what we're talking about here. Like the background harms. Like, don't forget, Mark. Like a little death makes life more meaningful. That's like
he probably watched Men in Black when he wrote this song. That's probably what happened.
Yeah,
no, I'm kidding.
That's good.
It's good. It's a great one. It's a great one. And okay, so yeah, Little Death is a great song. It's my 6B, so mid tier on this record.
This would be a bottom tier B for me.
It would. Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Because in the end, these are all beyond bangers. So I honestly don't really care where you put these, where you list these as bangers, because
they truly are all beyond bangers.
Yeah, yes. and I think if you were to ask me in a month, a lot of these songs would change. So so let's get into some background of the band, the making of the record, and Carol Eller. We haven't even talked about her. Well, you briefly mentioned her right now with the demo of this song, but
and she wasn't even on there. So
yeah, so.
Who was that? Bad Dog or Good Dog?
George. Yeah, I thought he was biting my guitar, but there's a toy behind it. So
nobody can play the guitar.
Nobody could play the guitar. So obviously the band formed after the breakup of Tom and Mark and the end of Blink, and the name Plus 44 came from where Mark and Travis came up with the idea of Plus 44 while they were in London. It's the international dialing code for England, and they were in London when they formed this idea during the Blink's Untitled album cycle. And it started out as an electronic thing because they didn't have a studio in their houses or anything like that. So they had to do everything kind of quietly without a drum set. And most of the early demos that we've never even heard were all electronic. And so that's kind of how it started out. And it was a 3-piece. It was Mark, Travis, and a woman named Carol Heller. She was in now I cannot remember the name of the band. She was in some band.
And, something. I don't know if I can remember.
No, it wasn't Dance Hall Crashers. I know that, but it was. What was it? Whatever. It doesn't matter. But on several of the demos that we have heard, she does sing vocals on it. Like, no, it isn't. She is on one of the songs on here, "Make You Smile." And all
Make
that.
You Smile.
Yeah, and but yeah, no, she quit the band right as they started recording the record because she just had a kid and she wanted to spend time with her family and her kid. So that's why she quit. And but yeah, so she was kind of an integral part of, I feel, the making of this record, even though she's not really credited ever. I think she was a big part of this record because
I think so
Mark,
too.
Mark needs that back and forth, and I think even though we don't hear it on the songs, I think there was a lot of back and forth with the vocals, but eventually it had to be taken out because she didn't want to do the final recording. But I think a lot of these songs were written with two vocalists. All the songs were written with two vocalists.
And I think like we're missing like the big point or the big part of it, of her being there. It's like she's a girl, dude, right? Like like Travis, we love Travis, but it's Travis. Like Travis doesn't give a fuck if he's playing for like drums in like Hitler's band. He's happy to play drums. Really, like
Yeah, no, you're
Travis
right.
doesn't give a fuck. I just want to play drums, bro. So and then the other two guys like Shane and what's his name?
Craig.
Craig.
Craig
Shane-
Fairbaugh
Shane-
and Shane
Shane and-
Gallagher.
Shane and Craig, they're there because like Mark is allowing them to be there, and so they're not really going to step out of the bounds and risk a paycheck. But Carol's probably going to be the only one there. Get the girls with the band that she was in.
Yeah, okay.
Carol's the only one that's going to be there and be like, damn, bro, you're going through some shit. Like, let's talk about it. Let's see what's happening. Let's extrapolate on these lyrics. Let's get into like the psyche of why you think this is the world-ending thing that's going on with you. So I think that's what she brought to the table, and I think that's why she left, because like, dude, this is too much.
Yeah,
Like you're
I think
like,
that was
you're
that
broke,
could have been
bro.
part of it.
You're broke.
And also, Craig and Shane came into the band after I think they did some of the stuff on their record, but most of the record, I believe, was recorded by the time the two came on board. And they're the two guitar players that played with the band that were in. They were in the band. They were in all the promo shots. They were a part of the band, but I don't know how much they contributed to the making of it. And it's never really been said. Craig came from
joined
Transplants. He was in Transplants. He was in a bunch of other bands like
Shane, then.
Nervous Return, Mercy Killers. He was
One
in those
of
bands.
them joined as like the replacement for Carol as she was leaving, as she was transitioning out. It had to have been Shane then. Shane was like he came in to replace her as she was
Possibly.
transitioning out.
Possibly.
So like for sure he has no say in these songs. And this is 100% a Mark project. Like that's
Yeah.
all it is.
It is.
Travis isn't writing these songs. He's just happy to play
I
drums.
mean, I think he is. I think he did write a lot of the songs too.
I don't think he wrote anything except for the electronic drum parts.
Yeah. And I feel like we do need to bring up Craig and Shane because they were in the band, even though they didn't contribute to the record really, as far as we know. But they were a part of the band, so got to shout them out. But other than that, like I don't think those guys ever did anything after this, because Craig didn't rejoin the Transplants when they got back together either. So I have no idea what either of them have ever done since. But so also this record was produced by Jerry Finn and Mark and Travis. Jerry Finn didn't oversee the whole thing, but he worked with them quite a bit. They originally wanted Danger Mouse to produce the record, but because it was going to be an electronic record, so they wanted Danger Mouse to do it, but that eventually fell through, and then so they got Jerry Finn back in.
I'm happy. Like Danger Mouse. Dude, Danger Mouse has some fucking wild shit, just some absolute historic stuff. But this is on Interscope, right? They're releasing this record on Interscope, so this has to have like some kind of edge to it. It's got to be something big, especially in the mid 2000s. Mm-hmm. And Jerry Finn does bring the heat, dude. Jerry Finn does like bring the best out of especially these guys in Blink.
Yeah.
And so I think this is a record
great
that
track record with the band.
this isn't an electronic record. This is a confessional. This is a diary entry that just happens to have a lot of electronic leanings to it. Yeah. But this is straight like Mark reading his diary. So I don't want Danger Mouse involved in that, because then we're just going to get more into the electronic thing, which is not what this is about.
Yeah.
This is like the Joni Mitchell Blue of like our generation. This is a confessional. This is the Pinkerton confessional.
Speaking of Pinkerton, this album didn't sell that well. It got a lot of mixed reactions too, much like Pinkerton did at the time.
We loved this shit when it came out, though.
I know we did. You and I were
we were through the
record.
fucking moon on this thing when it came out.
I remember when there was one very specific time, the first time I had ever been to Vegas as an adult. I think you had been to Vegas before that, but you had just turned 21, I think maybe the week before, and you were like, let's go to Vegas. We have nothing to do today or tomorrow. Let's just drive out to Vegas. It was 8:00 at night. I said, let's fucking go. So we'd never been to Vegas, no hotel. We were just going to go and see what happened. Because we've never been. We just wanted to see what Vegas is like. So we drive 4 hours at night in the middle of the desert in the summer, and we're blasting Plus 40. We're blasting this record, flying through the desert, going
windows down,
probably going 100 miles an hour
stereo
through the desert, the Nevada desert. It takes us 4 hours to get out there. And that night in Vegas was so much fun. We
drunk in our car. In the car.
We drank all fucking night. We didn't get back to the car until like 5 o'clock in the morning. And then we slept in the car for 3 hours, and then we drove home. Yeah. That was a wild night. Shouldn't have driven, But
definitely should not have driven home that time.
Don't condone
but
that.
it happened.
But yeah, no, this
Definitely
record reminds me a lot of that first Vegas trip, because you and I used to do a lot of overnight Vegas trips. After that first night, for several years, we would do a lot of overnights. We're like, oh, we have nothing to do tonight. What are we doing tonight? Nothing. Want to go to Vegas? Want to go to Vegas? Let's drive 4 hours to Vegas and get fucking plastered and gamble.
That's when our bodies can like a hangover. Nah, what's that? Like, that's like, don't worry about it, dude. There's no such thing as a hangover when you're 21.
We did it like every couple months. You and I would just say, we have nothing to do tonight. Middle of the week. Wouldn't even be the weekend. It'd be the middle of the week. Let's just go to Vegas. Fuck it.
Didn't even gamble. Didn't do anything. Like literally just got drunk, walked the strip.
Yeah, we really didn't gamble that much. No, just drinking. It was
like maybe maybe $20.
There was one time where we were like, let's get a drink at every single casino on the strip. So we started at Luxor. We didn't make it even to the end of the strip, but we got a drink at every fucking casino down.
Yeah, it's like 12 casinos already, just on one side.
Yeah,
good.
Anyway, who cares? Let's get back to this. Let's get back to Little Death. Do we have anything else on Little Death? I feel like we kind of exhausted.
We got a lot of songs, and like Chapter 13 is my biggest banger, so we have to get Chapter 13.
Of course. So 155 comes up next. This is probably the fastest song on the record, the most upbeat, most pop punky song. It is called 155 because that's the BPM of the song, 155 BPM. They did do an acoustic version of this called a 145 because the BPM of that acoustic version obviously was 145. Great cover. I mean, great acoustic version. I like it a lot. Now with this particular song, it's Travis's drum playing that is just so captivating because the beat is so weird. It's so uncomfortable. It's hard to like try to play it. It just doesn't really make much sense, but it's literally a loop. It never stops. Like it's the same drum loop through the entire fucking song. It's wild. And it's catchy as hell. I just love this song so much.
This is obviously the top tier banger for me, but the one gripe I have on this entire record is from this song. Okay. And it's like his hi-hat work. It's that little break when he's hitting the hi-hats to where he has to go back to hit the snare. It's that little break, and I've never liked it. And I know he doesn't have to do it. It fucking bothers me.
It's intentional though. It's not because he's a bad drummer. It's because
I know, of course, yeah, of course it's intentional. I get it. It's just it bothers me.
It bothers me. It's infuriating, but it's also you can't stop. You just I kind of love it because it's just so odd. It's so weird. That little break.
Yeah, but the acoustic version of this is dumb. It's just literally just playing the fucking. And that's another thing too. Like when you do an acoustic song and you don't tab it to be like an acoustic track, you just literally play your normal
power
thing that you play.
That.
You play power chords, but just don't plug in. Like that's dumb, and that's what's happening here. He's playing his normal fucking power chords.
Okay,
that's it.
I get it.
But yeah, dude, like, come on, bro. This is fucking Tom through and through here too.
Yeah, he's calling out Tom for lying, for
you've been discovered. You've been discovered a liar.
Yeah.
Like he called him a liar. And it's not just that, but like this has been building, right? Like I'm afraid it's building up for long. Like this has been percolating, dude. This has been building up. And now everybody knows you're a fucking liar. But let's not talk about it in front of everybody. Let's just dry your hollow eyes. This is be a man. Be a man. This is be men. Let's try to move forward here. Men. But this is the fucking last time, and I'm done with you. This is Mark's like, I'm fucking done with you. But it's like it hurts him to do it because the next fucking verse, this is getting the best of me, right? Mm-hmm. Like, ooh, because like both verses start off with love, and like the first one is like, this is getting harder. Like, yeah, I can't keep doing this, and like same thing. Then the verse and the chorus, he's like, I'm fucking done with it. Don't worry about it. And then like love, this is getting the best of me. Like he's drained, dude. He's drained. He's so mad. You were the start of it all.
But then also in the song, he's also saying like I also should have said something. I should have been the bigger person and said I held in my own emotions, my own feelings because I didn't want to make you mad. But so he's blaming himself and Tom in this song. This is one of the few times where he blames himself as well. And but yeah, he's straight up saying like this could have been handled. Things could have been resolved and been better years ago, but we were just too bitch to say anything to each other. That's what the song comes
but
down
it's
to.
it's definitely like fuck you, dude. Like this is a
yeah.
fuck you
Oh, yeah.
song.
Definitely.
Like you were the start of it all. Truth be told, like yeah, it was you, bro. Like, you're a fucking asshole. Fuck you. Here's something you should know, and then the whole
Something
chorus
you
that
should
drops in.
know. This is not the time or place for us to speak like this.
And dude, the last
Man, it's so
the
good.
last chorus, like outro, the please let's not
Let's
speak.
Don't
Fuck,
breathe.
man.
Yeah, he like stretches out those words.
Oh,
Even though it's the last time.
and that's how it ends. Last time done.
Incredible. Absolutely
That's incredible. And then we get into Lillian. Like, oh my god.
Let's get into Lillian then. What do you got on this one?
I like the.
155 was my number 7, by the way. So, but let's get into.
Oh,
Lillian.
really?
Yeah, it was lower. It was lower.
That's okay. Okay.
Lillian's my 11, by the way, out of 12. So
Lillian
Bottom
would
tier for me.
definitely. Yeah, Lillian would be a bottom tier.
Still a great
banger
song
for
though.
me. The place I used to live. Even that line, dude. His openers are all fucking good here, dude.
know.
The place I used to live made me feel like a tourist, right? Like I don't even
That's a
feel
great
comfortable
line.
in my own home.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. Like you're so fucked by this guy. Like this guy fucked you so hard
Everything
that
reminds
you
you
can't
of him.
even go home to your family without feeling lost. That's crazy.
And then the second line, I couldn't coexist with the cold and suspicious. That's a killer
Cold,
line.
Suspicious.
Ah,
Dude, Mark got fucked, man. That's
everything about
sad.
these lyrics are so good.
dude. This chorus is so solid though. Like just the way, like the right, how it just like flows like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the only song on the record that doesn't like have a traditional kind of like swing chorus. It's more like a dun, 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 dun. I don't know how to put that into words. It just made sense when I did it in my head like that.
Okay.
Your heart is when your heart's
get it.
again
Yeah, I
perfectly
get it.
honest. Your mouth smoking gun. Usually it's like a swing, right? Like it's like a swing kind of chorus. This is more of like a delivery.
It's it's
Like
not, I
he's
don't wanna say
pissed, like he's
staccato,
fucking mad.
but-
He's like, "Oh fuck you, man!
Yeah.
Your heart's grave. Like to be perfectly like you're fucking asshole. Like fuck you, dude. Fuck you." Like it's mad. He's mad in this one.
And then the line 2, it's brutal. And you smile while you're twisting the knife in my stomach.
Oh,
That's a wild song. Until everything is gone. Take all you can from me. I've got weak constitution. I'm led so easily.
Oh, dude, that
Fucking-
last line when he says so easily the last
easily.
time, it's like I'm led so easily, and he goes, like it's like
Yeah.
so easily. Like he's just like, oh, dude, you fucked me, and I knew you were fucking me, and you knew you were fucking me, but yeah, you fucked me. And that's what's like. Okay, so like the chorus here, it's definitely like a deliberate, like way for him to be saying, I'm mad, I'm really really mad, like it's the Animaniacs. And the verse kind of goes back into the swing, the do 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 do. I left it all behind. Right? They're kind of like slower and kind of like somber and sad. But that chorus comes in and it's punchy and it's hard and I'm pissed and I'm mad. This may be like the hardest chorus on the record because he's mad, dude. Like
He's
he's
pissed.
mad. He's mad. But the verses aren't mad. The verses are like, oh, I'm so sad. Fuck me. I fucked up. But then the chorus is like, oh, motherfucker, fuck you. And then like the own plus 44 way, because not that mad, but.
So we get into the second verse. I do want to talk about the second verse because this is straight up him talking about Blink and Tom. The second verse is, I left it all behind in the dead of last winter. I left it all behind, but the question still lingers. So long, forgotten friends, no, you don't know the difference between love and submission, and I'm not that obedient. So the band canceled. They were supposed to play this benefit for Hurricane Katrina, which was, I think, in late September, early October of 2005 or 4.
Yeah.
Or it was 2004, I think.
4.
Yeah, it was 2000,
Before we graduated.
yeah. So it was 2004. And then the band broke up in like January or February. Like the official announcement came out because they canceled the show, the Hurricane Katrina show, that October or whatever. And then I think it was January or February they announced that they had broken up. So straight up, I left it all behind in the dead of last winter. The last winter was just a year ago. I mean, this is just straight up like autobiographical. This is all chronologically like where he is.
know, like,
I left
he's
it
not
all
hiding
behind.
it at
Yeah,
all.
not at all. I left it all behind, but the question still lingers. So long, forgotten friends, no, you don't know the difference. fuck, that's a wild line too.
That's just like straight up like, no, dude, you don't fucking know the difference. You're an asshole. You don't fucking know anything. And the last line too, between love and submission, right? Like submission is like Mark just always like, okay, I'll make excuses for Tom. And that's what people do when they have like a alcoholic friend or family member or any kind of like addicted family member. You make excuses in the beginning and like, oh, it's a Tuesday. They always get drunk on Tuesday or they always shoot up on Tuesday, whatever it is. Right. And like you kind of, you excuse that because like you're just being obedient and you're thinking the best in that person. But at some point you're like, no, dude, that's shitty behavior. You're being shitty to me and you don't understand the difference between like love and just me like making excuses for you. And the last line, I'm not that obedient, is like Mark saying, but like, I'm done. I'm done with that shit. I'm done having you treat me like garbage. Even though this entire record, I'm going to talk about how I'm crying myself to bed about you treating me like garbage. I'm done with it. After this, I'm done with it. And now I'm done.
Let's
anyway.
Let's get out of Lillian. Let's get in. What's next? Lillian. Then we have cliff diving.
We got cliff diving.
Yeah, cliff diving.
Weatherman. No, it isn't going to be a big one.
Cliff diving. Yeah, no, it isn't. It's going to be a really big one. Cliff diving. This one was also there's a demo version of this. Carol Heller is on the demo version of this.
Yeah.
But she's not super prevalent, but she is on the demo, and it's mostly instrumental. But this is a killer song, very very basic, especially that chorus, the bum bum bum.
It was a promise of summer. This is a very like Toy Patch kind of sounding song.
Yeah, I would say.
I like so like in the demo, especially in the demo, like Carol's like almost singing lead vocals, and then everyone else is just providing backup arms. I like the idea of her being the promise of summer. I would have rather have her take over lead vocals, even in the final mix, and everyone else just providing like faint arms. Like I like that a lot.
Perfect. Yeah, Carol doing the chorus. It was the promise of summer. We sealed it with the kiss. This time I'll do things proper. How did it get to this? Dude, she would have been great if she just did the chorus herself.
Dude, and Travis just has some fucking just amazing parts in this. Like in the whole chorus, right? He goes from like the chicka thing and the fast like, and then he stops. How do we get to this? Stops and the ding 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 ding. Dude, Travis has some amazing parts. This is some of Travis's best drumming too, all over this record, because he has there's no constraints. It's just uncharted territory for these guys. Like even Travis, Travis is a great drummer, and he's been doing side projects before this. So, but this is truly there's no rules, right? He can do whatever the fuck he wants. And Travis likes hip hop and electronic music kind of go hand in hand in the 90s and 2000s. So Travis has full reign to do whatever the fuck he wants.
I mean, yeah, and they were signed to a major label, but it's like the last three Blink records were massive. So it's like they just kind of let them do whatever the fuck they wanted. No label control. They're like, we trust you guys. You guys put out very successful records. You made us a lot of money, so do whatever the heck you want. Be as flashy as you want. They just didn't give a shit. But then in the end, it didn't really pan out for them, and this record didn't sell that well. And it, like I said, it got mixed reactions from a lot of people. So, but it's still great. Cliff diving though, killer.
Did Geffen own Interscope at that time?
Was this put on Interscope though?
So like Plus 44 was Interscope for sure, and then like Geffen was the one that threw out like.
Well, so they signed to MCA.
They're big records.
Did Geffen absorb MCA? I don't remember.
I mean, MCA would absorb Geffen if anything else, but
no. MCA was the one that was dissolved. They were the ones that got bought out, and I think who did they got bought out by? I
mean, they probably all got owned by like Warner or like UMG or something.
Not true.
But yeah, like Interscope threw out Plus 44, which is. It's weird that
yeah, I mean,
either
Interscope,
Geffen...
Interscope they did put out this record. You're right.
I know, right? I'm always right. First of all.
Now I'm really curious. What?
Because Interscope is owned by somebody. There's no way Interscope is its own thing at this point.
Maybe at this point it was, but I think nowadays they're probably a subsidiary of of something.
All right, now I'm getting involved.
Yeah, no,
I don't want to get involved, but now I'm getting involved. I don't.
Blink's Blink was Geffen. Blink's Blink was Geffen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so yeah, and they hopped onto MCA for Dude Ranch through Toy Page, and then Blink's Blink was on Geffen.
No, you're right. So like Geffen absorbed MCA in the early 2000s. So
okay.
That's why they
So that
went from
makes sense.
MCA to Geffen.
But then why I don't know why Plus 44 jumped to Interscope. I really don't know. But it doesn't matter. So let's finish up Cliff Diving. Lyrically, this song is about being young, naive, taking chances, and really just the excitement of their future. There's a lot of references to Mark's growing up in the desert. He mainly just talks about like a girl and growing up like romantically with a girl and just having fun. But in the end, I mean, with you take the romantic stuff out of this, it's straight up about Tom. They met when they were young. Mark was 18 or 19, Tom was 17 or something like that. And they hit it off immediately. And they did a lot of stupid shit. They formed the band, they wrote music, and they just were hooligans in Poway. And that's what this is. And they just dreamed of like just bigger things, of playing at Soma in San Diego.
But it's still about Tom, you know? It's still about Tom.
He tries to make it seem like it's not, but it really is. This one is about Tom.
But even when you have like in the academy they call it a shit sandwich, right? Like or even when you're giving bad news to somebody, you always say a good thing and then give them the bad news and then say good things. But here it's like the opposite. Like Mark's giving you like shitty fucking feelings and then he's ending with shitty feelings. But in the middle, we have one song on this record that's upbeat, that's poppy, that's kind of like nostalgic of the good days. And Cliff Diving is that one song on this record that is kind of nice and it's reminiscing. But it sounds different. This is the poppy song on the record. This is the only song on the record that's like upbeat. Yeah. It's like all in major chords. There's nothing really minor going on. There's nothing sad going on. But there is still like an undertone of sad when it says like, how did we get to this? Right? Like everything's so happy. Like I love it so much. Life is good. How did we get to this? Like is it for like two adults, right? Like two people going through a divorce. Like damn, how did we get to this? Mm-hmm. You know, like we're watching a fucking movie. Like in every it's wild. That's good writing. That's good stuff.
Great writing.
Mark's good. Mark's good.
All right. Okay. So then we get into the interlude. It's just an instrumental interlude. A lot of electronic drums, electronic stuff going on. It's cool. It's fine. This is my lowest banger.
Part's so good.
It is really cool, but in the end, it's still an interlude. So let's get into Weatherman. Weatherman. What do you think of this one? Where does it sit on your banger list?
I hate to say like this is like my a low tier B because lyrically it's fucking like up there, like top. But like musically it's bottom. So I'm gonna put this. I would put this probably at the bottom. I don't know, dude. This one's weird. This is the one I grapple with the most out of all the songs here because I do love this song fucking lyrically so goddamn much.
Okay,
but I do think these verses are a little bit weak musically.
So I put this as my 5. I think this song it trudges along. It's very doom sounding. Like it's just depressing and it's just sad. It's just really, really sad.
It's fucking sad.
With like, especially when the guitar comes in during like the pre-chorus and the chorus. It has this like flange and wah going over through it, like, but it's kind of buried in the mix, and you mix that with like the big bass tones of both the bass guitar and Travis's kit, and it's just so just gross sounding and sad. It's a depressing song, but I love it. It
really does just trudge along, like nothing really happens until like the chorus. And I think that's why I put it kind of low because musically, like, it's just heavy drums, right? Until we kind of like ding, 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 that little fucking keyboard synth part or whatever it is. But then like the verses, like there's not a melody there. So it's like, you think you've been through it all.
Yeah, sings in a much lower register.
The lowest register he's ever sang it, and it sounds like absolute garbage. But dude, when we get to like the Let Me Slip Away part,
Let me slip away. Yeah, it becomes this like ethereal, big sounding song. But I feel like it fits with the gloominess was the best way to, not doom, but the gloominess of the song. Yeah, because the verses are just, they're sad and depressing, but then you get this kind of like slightly happier, ethereal kind of chorus. And it really just, it just elevates the song to a different level. I just think this song is just beautiful. I fucking love this song.
It really is. And like if this song would be like personified in like a rainstorm, right? Like I could hear like the verses being like rain, and it's just like everything's just kind of like pitter pattering, and like the rain's coming down, but it's not crazy. But when the chorus hits, like it starts to fucking lightning, and like the thunder's hitting, and it's starting to rain. Then it lets up a little bit into the next verse, and then like the chorus hits again, and then towards the end of the song, it's just like essentially like we're building up to a flood of just emotions, and without even getting in, like the transition into No It Isn't is just fucking phenomenal. It's phenomenal transition. Yeah. But God, I love this chorus because the way he says "Let me slip away," like I'm barely holding on, is like, dude, we're talking like, dude, suicidal, and like I don't doubt like he was suicidal at some point when this whole breakup happened. That's just normal. I get it. I empathize with it. But I hear it in the chorus when he says, "Let me slip away," I'm barely holding on. To me, that's like, damn, man, like Mark hit his worst when Tom broke up with him.
Well, so here's the chorus. It's "Let me slip away, I'm barely holding on. Every now and then I feel the end of us. I love the way you breathe inside my head, but something's got to change. I'm barely holding on." Fucking
that line, dude. Every now and then I feel the end of us. He's not saying like every now and then like I had this premonition of us ending. It's like every now and then I hold on to the last time we talked. Like that's what keeps me going is that last time we talked. Even though you were a dick about it, so that's what keeps me going. Yeah. And that's like, oh, Maron, that's crazy talk.
And Mark did say that this song. So this is a quote from Mark. He said, "I was driving to Travis's house, and the whole Blink thing had just gone down. We'd been talking about making a really dark, dirty song, and the song was launched from the line, 'Just let me slip away, I'm barely holding.' And the music was intended to reflect that theme." That's what Mark said.
Yeah.
And you hear
that really, yeah, for sure. Because this song too, even like personified in that, like somebody holding on to somebody like over the cliff, right? Like, hold on real tight. I got you. I won't let go. Right? That's what this song fucking is. Like, I'm like, hold on, don't let go. I won't let go. Never let go, Jack. And like, does he let go? I don't know. But like, that's what this song is. That tight spot right there where like, I don't know if the guy's going to let go and the girl's going to hold on. I'm just all over the place, dude. I'm just very emotional.
So let's this is something I actually just thought of, which I think makes this album even better. So we have Cliff Diving, which is a very positive, kind of a more positive poppy song on the record, and it's about being young, naive, the beginning of the relationship with Tom, the beginning of
jumping into the unknown, right? When you cliff dive, you're jumping into the unknown.
Exactly. So we get Cliff Diving. We have the beginning of the band of the relationship between Mark and Tom. Then we get the interlude. This is everything from the beginning until the end. So he condenses everything into a 2-minute interlude. Everything that happened, all the greatness and the amazing times they had, he condenses to an interlude. That's how he feels about it. Like, he feels so betrayed that everything can be condensed into that small little interlude. And then we get into Weatherman, the end of Blink. So we have the beginning with Cliff Diving, we have the very end with Weatherman, with the band breaking down, with his relationship breaking down with Tom. And we go from the complete happiness and carefree to absolute depression, suicidal with Weatherman, and you get the tiny little interlude at the beginning to show that entire 15-year span of the band and the friendship. I think that's incredible. I just thought of that right now. But if that's what he was trying to do, like sequencing, I think that is perfect, because that's what this song, the 1, 2, 3 punch. And then that wouldn't be, it'd just be a 1-2 punch, so Cliff Diving, Cliff Diving, interlude, Weatherman, and then you get to know it isn't, which is like, I'm out of the anger. I'm just like pissed off, and I'm just gonna attack you. That's what No It Isn't is. So from Cliff Diving up until No It Isn't, it's just this whole progression of his entire career, of his whole life. It happens in 4 songs.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that. I especially with the interlude part too.
Yeah, like
just condensing everything into that little bit. That's good. Yeah, no, Weatherman's so, dude. Weatherman's dirty, dude. This is a dirty song. It's fucking sad. Like, this is a cry for help. And this is right at the cusp of breaking into like like mental health, I think awareness didn't really break out into the mainstream until like 2010, 2015 ish. By 2006, if you were singing a song like this, you were emo or gay, right? That's what we called people that sing songs. Like emo or gay. That's what we did. Yeah. But like for whatever reason, because it was Mark, dude, like we really connected with this. We're like, oh man, maybe he is sad, and maybe it's okay to be sad, right? Because like when My Chemical Romance would talk about like I'm not okay, we made fun of that shit because it's stupid and the music's dumb. And My Chemical Romance is dumb. Who cares? But for whatever reason, dude, Mark,
this is just so earnest. It was just so from
fuck. It was earnest. Yeah. Weatherman's so goddamn earnest, but like the melody's just not there for me to put it into the top tier.
I understand that. I understand that.
But lyrically, it's top tier B. But musically, like it's just. It's
and now
just
that I tell that story, I think now that I'm thinking about it, I think it just makes the song and the arc of this album that much better. So let's get into No It Isn't. So this is the first song that either side of the fence put out. This was during the MySpace days. Tom hadn't done anything. He hadn't really said anything in the press. Mark and Travis were a little bit more outspoken. They're like, yeah, we have a new band we're doing called Plus 44, blah blah blah. And then one day they just dropped the demo version. They dropped the demo version of No It Isn't with Carol on vocals, and the song was shortened. So it's the demo version is missing the essentially the outro,
the last verse,
the outro of the song. But that's what they dropped on their MySpace. I remember even K-Rock played the demo on back in the day as well.
It was a big fucking deal.
Big deal. And also with the demo, the demo was just Mark and the clean guitar. Up until all of a sudden, up until the chorus hit, so you have like almost 2 minutes of just Mark and the clean guitar.
There's no Travis hitting no snare
build,
pots and
no build, and then all of a sudden in the demo it breaks into the chorus, drums, big full band. Carol comes in doing the harmonizing and all that, and then you get one chorus and the song ends. That's how the demo goes. The song that we get on record, there's build up, there's blah blah blah, the crash hits, the cymbal hits, whatever, and then it builds the big snare roll into the big chorus, blah blah blah. You get the extra verse, and then the outro. But that demo, when they put it out on MySpace, I remember you and I just listening to it, and Mike Grant, friend of the pod, Mike Grant.
Oh yeah,
man, we were obsessed. We were just so fucking obsessed with it. And this is straight up a Tom diss track. Every single line is a diss. Like the first verse. Please understand, this isn't just goodbye. This is I can't stand you. This is where the road crashed into the ocean. It rises all around me, and now we're barely breathing. 1,000 faces we'll choose to ignore. Fucking hell.
This isn't just goodbye. This is I can't stand you. Dude, this is like like when people get fired from a job and here's my open letter to Google, and people do that shit online all the fucking time because they're too pussy to actually fucking say something real or whatever. This is like Mark's open letter in song form without hiding anything. And no, it isn't, right? And no, it isn't is like, maybe it's Tom's fault. Well, maybe it's Mark's fault. No, it isn't. Like, well, maybe you did something. No, it isn't. Like, damn, dude, like, it's so definitive. It's so factual. It's like, no, dude, I am the fucking break up E. He fucked me. Like, I'm the fucky in this, right? I'm the one taking in the butt, not the one giving it. Like, he fucked me over this. And this is something that, like even if you just don't even like Blink or whatever, it's something you can relate to as someone who has been, like, who the fuck hasn't been dumped on the face of this fucking earth, right? Who hasn't been on the receiving end of that shit stick? And, like, that's why this was such a big deal, because it wasn't just like this is like fucking like Tina Turner breaking away from Ike and being like, oh, I can do my own fucking thing. Like, this is so monumental on such a smaller scale, because like who gives a fuck about pop punk? But this truly is like in our scene. This is fucking monumental. And I've said it already before. And I love Joni Mitchell. I love Blue with a passion. I think it's fucking fantastic. But this is like the singer songwriter rendition of Blue for our generation, for our era. And I think this is even more like just to the point than even like Pinkerton. This is coming straight from the heart without trying to be coy about it, without trying to build a bigger story out of it. It's just like, dude, you fucked me, and here's how I feel. Like, throughout the course of 46 minutes.
Also, so the song, there's not a line in the song that says no it isn't, but the name of the song, the title of the song is No It Isn't. Now, when they dropped this song on MySpace back in the day, they dropped it on Tom's birthday. And the thing was, they called it No It Isn't because everybody in the comments or on the MySpace page, on the bulletin, on the wall, on the board, they would say, this song has to be about Tom. This is about Tom. This is about Tom.
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
but yet they dropped the song on Tom's birthday. That is just, it's so petty. It's so petty.
Which it really, if we talk about like a meta, like kind of like concept of this, it's not about Tom. Like none of this is about Tom. It's about like what Tom did. It's the actions that he did and how Mark feels about it. So it's not about Tom per se. Like, yes, it's about Tom in the overarching sense of things, but really it's about the feelings that Mark is feeling because I'm feeling this because Tom fucked him so hard. So it's not about Tom. It's about the repercussions from those actions, which is a very, it's a very Obi-Wan Kenobi way of going about things, right? Well, from a certain point of view, like
annoying way of going about things. Yes.
Remember Luke too? Remember Luke with a certain point of view? Are you fucking
joking
stupid?
my ass? Are you joking my ass?
What the fuck?
Yeah. From a certain point of view?
Luke's so mad.
He's so pissed when he. A certain point of, because he doesn't say just, he says a certain point of view.
He's like, you fucking retarded.
His head's a little bit tilted, like a certain point of view,
like a dog, right?
Yeah.
Just trying to what the fuck?
Like confused. I can't believe you just said that.
That's funny. See, like people always shit on Luke, but like, dude, everybody in the Star Wars universe was trying to fuck Luke from the beginning.
Yeah. Luke is the greatest Jedi of all time.
Nobody really had his back. Luke was the greatest Jedi of all time, like despite of everyone giving him zero help.
In spite or despite.
I don't know. You're the English major, not me.
I'm not. I didn't even go to college. I kind of did, but kind of.
You take a couple of classes and fucking now you're an English major?
I did 3 semesters of college. You graduated.
Barely a year. I know, which is worse. Well, yeah, dude. No, it isn't. Is this is not my 1B, but like it could be my 1B. Because every time I hear this, I'm like, oh man, this is so good. But then my 1B comes on, like, nope, can't do it. But this could be like the 1B. This could be the song. This
did make my 1B this week, because not only are the lyrics so petty, they're so spiteful, they're so on the nose, but also the nostalgia. The nostalgia hit me so hard this week with this song, because goddamn, when this song dropped on MySpace, I remember we downloaded this on all of our iPods. I made sure we all had this song on our iPods so we could all listen to them in our cars or wherever we're at on a speaker. We always plug our iPods into the speaker and listen to this song. And we all, or especially you and I and Mike Grant, we all dissected this song. Every single lyric we dissected, and we just listened to it constantly over and over and over again. We were obsessed with this song.
Yeah. We even dissected this was like pod talk back then. We would dissect like how he said certain words, right? Yeah. Like the inflection on certain words. Like, he said this specific thing because it was a specific moment to like that one time when they toured. It's like, okay, that's a little aggressive. That's a little conspiratorial there. But damn, dude, like just looking at the lyrics here too. Again, the second verse when he says both my hands are tied and I'm pushing into the deep end. Like Mark has like nowhere to go. It's like just fucking kill me, bro. Like just kill me. Like if you aren't gonna change, if you're not gonna do nothing else, like fuck you. I'm done. I'm done with this.
But also, let's go over the second verse. So he said, so what it is, the second verse is, I listen to you cry, a cry for less attention, but both my hands are tied and I'm pushing to the deep end. I listen to you talk, but talk is cheap, and my mouth is filled with blood from trying not to speak. So search for an excuse and someone to believe you. In foreign dressing rooms, I'm empty with the need. That's some,
dude. That's poetic.
It is. It really is. Like the best songwriting Mark's ever done.
We're not even talking about like peak Mark here. We're talking about like wherever peak Mark is. This is like 2 steps above that.
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy. I listen to you cry. I cry for less attention, right? Like, that's like I'm hearing you. I get it, Tom. You're tired. You're doing all this shit, but you pretend like it's not just about you. That's about Tom. And then both my hands are tied. Like, that's like he didn't tie his own hands, right? Like, somebody tied his own hands.
Mm-hmm.
That's about Tom. Like, you fucked me. Like, you tied my hands. And I'm pushed. I didn't jump into the deep end. I'm pushed. Tom pushed him. So the first 4 lines, Tom, 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 Tom. Like, Tom, I listened to you cry because Tom's the one crying. I cry for less attention. Tom's like, oh, we got. Blah, blah, blah. Tom tied his hands. Tom pushed him in. Listen to you talk. Talk is cheap. Still Tom. Mouth to feel the blood. That's the first Mark thing because he's holding onto his fucking lip. He's biting his lip so fucking hard that he's bleeding, right? From trying not to speak or whatever. He's searching for an excuse. But not Tom, or not Mark, it's Tom. Like, Tom's making all these excuses. Oh, I want to do this and this is both because of you. And, like, Mark knows, like, dude, no one's going to believe you. Like, nobody buys this bullshit except for fucking you. And the foreign dressing room thing, I think that's a little bit weird. That's a little kooky out there. I don't know what the fuck that means.
I think in foreign dress rooms, I'm empty with the need to. I think that's just referring to just being on tour and just being left to your own accord and just kind of making things up in your mind and thinking you're bigger and more grand than it's essentially just your ego. Like you're just because you're bored all day before you're playing the show, so you just kind of build this world around you. Yeah,
I think there's also too like a point where if you're a band and you're going on tour, at some point you transition from like a communal dressing room, right? You're in the back of the fucking Viper room. I'm sure it's just a communal dressing room versus like if you're on the Tonight Show, like each band has their own, each guest has their own dressing room, right? And then now you're on tour as Blink-182 and you're headlining festivals where each band member has their own trailer. So there's a progression of like all bands on the bill are sharing a dressing room to now like all bands have their own dressing room to now all members of each headlining band have their own trailer. And I think that maybe that's what it is here. Like foreign dressing room isn't just like literally we're playing in India. It's more like these dressing rooms seem foreign to us now because we used to like share a room. And we used to shack up and bunk and fucking like sleep on the floor and show each other our dicks and stuff and get drunk and have a fucking good time. But like now it just seems like awkward and weird.
Yeah, we're so distant now. We're not
we're
not close.
Yeah, we're so distant. We're so distant. Foreign dressing rooms. Good, Mark.
Fucking Mark, man. And then we didn't even talk about the chorus. The chorus is "Curse my
chorus
enemies
is
forever.
So aggressive.
Curse my enemies forever. Let's slit our wrists and burn down something beautiful. This desperation leaves me overjoyed with fading lights that lead us past the lives that we destroy." Incredible. Aggressive, yes, but incredible.
I think this is because this is peak emo. This is peak like everybody is doing like the suit like cut my wrist in blah like the Ohio is for lovers kind of Hawthorne Heights kind of shit. Like this is Mark saying like yes I can do that. Here's how you actually do it, kids, and did it better than everything. Because even though I do like that Ohio is for lovers Hawthorne Heights song, like curse my enemies forever, like that's pretty generic. That's wild, right? Whatever. But let's slit our wrist and burn down something beautiful. That's pretty generic. Whatever. Yeah. But then like the desperation leaves me overjoyed. Like Mark's so fucking tired of this bullshit. He's actually like happy just to end it, right? He's happy in like the metaphorical sense. He's happy just to like die. He's happy just to kill himself and be fucking over with it. With fading lights, and that's obviously like the lights of Blink-182 fading out and being done. And that, but like the whole, this part too, like lead us past the lives that we destroy. And like past is used in two sense. Like we're getting past, like distance wise, we're moving forward from those like that friendship we just fucked over.
And also
right?
like the glitz and glamour of being a popular band. With fading
also
lights,
the past.
Like our popularity is waning as we move away because we destroyed what we created together, and now the fans are gone. The popularity's gone. Flashing lights are gone.
It's like it's not even like the fans weren't even gone. You know what I mean? Like,
but that's what happens when it's like when everything you know and your best friend, your like soulmate almost, just gets up and fucking just leaves you. Just fucking leaves you, and you just
fucking leaves you.
And you go to the worst thoughts in your head. Absolutely, you just go to the worst fucking thoughts, the worst places in your head.
It's sad.
and then in like I said, in the demo version, it's just one chorus and then it fades out and that's it. But on the album, there is a
I'm
third
happy
verse.
with not a third verse. Like
I
if
know.
the third verse didn't exist, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, I would be fine without the third verse, but the third verse is lay rotting where I fall. I'm dead from bad intentions, suffocated and embalmed, and now all our dreams are cashed in. You swore you wouldn't lose, then lost your brain.
Lost your brain.
You make a sound that feels like pain.
Feels like pain.
And then the outro. So please understand, this isn't just goodbye.
And then how do we say the last part to the last line, right? Because the music's going crazy at this point.
Stand
Travis like,
you.
this is I can't stand you. Fade out, right? Like everyone kind of just stops. I can't stand you.
I
Can't
know.
stand you.
Can't stand you. But also with the demo, so the demo has the first two verses, one chorus, and then it just has the outro. Because the demo does have the outro. So really,
Yeah.
the only thing that the album version added was that one verse, but that outro has always been there, and it's always, and even in the demo, it's fucking powerful, that outro.
Very, very powerful.
Fucking great. Love this song. My 1B. It was my 1B this week.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, it's okay because it's right.
It might be objectively right. Yes.
So Make You Smile. We're 2 songs left. Make You Smile. This is the one Carol Heller originally was in the band, but this is the only song she actually featured on this record. Back and forth vocals. I love it. I think this is also a very more happy. It's a happier song, more positive song.
Well, you can't. You have to, dude. You got to give me a break, right? Like if we're doing, if we're going from No It Isn't to chapter 13, like, dude, you got to give me a fucking break here, like an emotional break. That's what this is.
At least
Even
on
though
a
it's still
musical
fucking-
level.
Yeah, for sure. It's still sad as fuck, but it's still upbeat. Like cliff diving is upbeat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, it's starts with the piano, great back and forth, like I said in the verses and everything, and
Travis coming. Tick, 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 tick.
God, it's actually a very, very good song. But at this point in the record, you're kind of exhausted. Like the roller
exhausted.
coaster of the ups and downs of this record. By the time you hit Make You Smile, yeah, it's an incredible song on its own. But in the context of the record, I'm spent. I'm fucking spent.
Especially like if you follow like the Blink lore, and if you're getting into like the Mark writing and the Tom writing and Angels and Airwaves and everything, you're absolutely spent. You're absolutely spent on the tiff between them. You're spent on like the lore, on the interviews back and forth, on the fighting, on everything. And then you get to like the lyrics, the music, like everything about this is just, it's exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
But here you're able to just kind of like chill. And it's just like a conversation that like Mark is having with Tom, personified as a woman.
Kind
Like
of.
that's what's happening here.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, it's not fucking kind of, dude.
But also this is like them kind of trying to ignore each other. Like they're because like at the time in the media they were kind of going back. I think Mark and Travis were trying to keep quiet about like what had happened in Blink, but there was still a lot of shit that was going on in the background that was getting leaked out, and so it was them trying to ignore each other, but they weren't able to ignore each other because at the time they were so high profile in the music industry. Both sides, as hard as they tried to ignore each other, they couldn't ignore each other, and that's where this song sits within the whole lore and the story of Mark's life, of the band's.
This is the last ditch effort of like someone who's trying to like salvage something nice and just try and remember nice things. Because even like there's a little part too there when before we get to like I think it's the second chorus or the second verse when he's just do the pinch harmonics, the bing bing bing, right? Like everything's just kind of like nice and dainty. And again, like like talking about cliff diving, like major chords, like major notes, like things that are just like objectively like happy and upbeat. But it's still a conversation between somebody talking to somebody else who's kind of like aloof and distant. And like, yeah, it's done in this very lighthearted way where it's like a girl and she's like, well, if you don't see me, then whatever, I don't give a fuck. But like to me, like this is Mark like, dude, man, like I've been trying. And like Tom is like, I don't give a fuck. Because then when we get to the chorus, right? Like, I don't want to take you home. It's not like literally I'm going to go fuck Tom. It's more like I don't want to take you home. Like, I'm done taking you home to my wife. I'm done having this relationship affect my marriage.
Affect
and
my
like
life, not just my marriage, but my whole.
It's like, don't let me sleep alone, dude.
They had a young
kid. Fucking
kid.
done,
Mark had
dude.
a young kid. Like, his son was like maybe 2 or 3 years old. But this is all affecting him in so many ways.
And it does. Like, I just talked about this too with David, the other half of Desert Grooves Records. Huge shout out. But like, we're talking about this other guy who collects records and like at the behest of like his marriage. And I was like, dude, there's just no fucking way. Like, I would let like my job affect my personal relationship. Like, no job to me is worth affecting personal relationship. There's just no fucking way.
No.
And I think that's what this song is kind of about. Like, dude, our job has now like affected our personal relationship. And I think like what better way to say that than make it like a boy and a girl thing, right? Like a summer loving, having a blast.
It's kind of what it is, yeah. So let's get into chapter 13, the final song.
Dude, then we get into the big boy here.
So this is my 2B. This is my 2B.
This is it,
and,
son.
So according to Mark, this is based off of inspired from chapter 13 of Dante's Inferno which revolves around suicide. So I've never read Dante's Inferno,
but I never read it, obviously.
I've tried to read it and I'm like, I don't understand this. I can't read this. I don't understand the language. Like, it's like old English.
I don't know why you'd pick the Odyssey, but that's fine.
But anyway. Why do you have to do this?
Because you fucking ruined it. Tyler ruins the book club.
Do you see the title from the old podcast?
I did. Yeah. That's why I thought of it.
Okay. Anyway, I don't want to. Yeah, that doesn't. It's not going to make any sense to anybody. Mark also said that he. This is what he said. He said, "I had this image in my head of a guy seeing a woman across a crowded room, and in that instant, he knows exactly what's going to happen. He's going to fall in love with her, go crazy, and kill himself in a hotel room." And I thought, that's a good way to end the album. That's what Mark said. So,
and okay, so like I know that's what he said, but here's what Mark meant, because I know Mark meant that he knows himself.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Mark saw Tom and said, dude, this is my fucking soulmate. This is the guy that's going to, like, all the things that I felt in my mind and my heart, like, this is the guy that's going to like bring the best out in me. And in the end, he's going to fuck me. Not like literally kill myself, whatever, but he's going to destroy my life. And this song encapsulates all of that. All of that. This is the meaning of Tom. This is like the best parts of Tom and the downfall of Tom. And then we get to the outro, and it's just like
before we get to the outro, God. I do want to mention one line in the first verse. He says, "Hidden eyes behind her auburn hair." Now, Tom has very squinty eyes, very small squinty eyes. They're almost hidden in a way behind her auburn hair.
Yeah, why is his eyes so squinty? He does have like
very squinty eyes. He does have dark hair, auburn hair, naturally auburn hair, and at the time it was very long, and it was in front of his face. This is straight up him talking about Tom.
Of course,
hidden eyes behind auburn hair. That is Tom right there. His squinty eyes behind his swooped hair in front of his face. Straight up Tom. Straight up Tom.
Dude, like if there never, I can't even. I'm trying to think. I can't think of a better like gay relationship between two not gay people, right?
That's called soulmates, dude.
But like this is like your footsteps in crowded rooms. Like Mark can hear Tom's footsteps even in a room full of people, right? That's so gay without being gay.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like that's the best way I can possibly describe it. And like when he says like catch a glimpse from her empty stare, it's like that's Mark and Tom staring at each other. And you're right, the hidden eyes behind her auburn hair. That's
his Mark's little weasel eyes behind his fucking swooped hair. Yeah.
And like this song isn't like Mark like romanticizing Tom in a way like he's putting him on a pedestal, like he like loves him as a sexual person. It's just
not
like,
a romantic
dude, he cares so fucking much about this dude that like it takes his breath away. It's something it's like the most honest thing I've ever fucking heard. Like two guys don't ever talk about things this deep and complex. Ever.
This is
so wild.
Earnest. Yeah, I know. It's so earnest too.
Ah, dude, yeah. And let's get into the chorus too here because Mark talks about like what Mark envisions for the relationship, but then like what actually happens, right? So like when Mark has my best laid plans, like Mark has these plans, like here's what I want our band to be, and then Tom's like, well, sorry that's not what it is.
Else.
But it's fine, right? Like tear my whole world apart. I don't give a fuck because I'm going to keep going because it's fun. It's exciting. It's exhilarating for me. And like while he's like dreaming on and doing everything else, I'll be the one that take the bruises. I'll be the one
scraped and sober
that'll take the punches
also,
of the relationship.
Once again, I'm scraped and sober. I'm hurt. I'm physically hurt, or I'm hurt by what you said, and I'm the sober one. You're the drunk one. Harkening back to what was it, Baby Come On, or what fucking song was it? Early on in the record where he mentions the alcoholism a lot, and Tom obviously was drinking a lot at the time. Also, the painkillers on top of it from his like fucked up back.
Yeah.
So
supposedly. But in the end, there's no one listening. Like, no, who the fuck's gonna listen to me, right? Who the fuck cares? Because I'm just Mark. What do I fucking know? Oh man, dude, this is a wild song. We literally go we can go like word by word and dissect this motherfucker right here because it's so goddamn good. This is Mark's magnum opus. This is the best thing Mark's ever written, in my opinion.
Okay. I think I'm only saying that I'm only thinking this is not number one because I think the kind of the pure, honest lyrics of No It Isn't, it's just so effective, and
the lore of No It Isn't too,
and the
right?
lore,
like,
the lore of it all, yeah.
Much in the same way of like the first time we saw Plus 44 and Angels in Their Ways, like that the lore leading up to that makes those concerts great for sure. The fucking lore of No It Isn't, the lore of fucking feeling this, right?
Yeah,
like yeah.
So yeah, I mean, this is just Mark tearing him apart, just tearing his heart apart, breaking his heart. That's what this is. As much as like going along with kind of the story that I kind of outlined in the last four songs, three, 4 songs. This is just him just absolutely breaking down and just saying this is the end. Like this is, yeah. If he bases this off of Dante's Inferno and suicide and all that, this is him reaching that breaking point. Like, I was heartbroken. I told you how I felt. Nothing really changed. We're still ignoring each other, and this is the end for me. Like, I have nowhere else to go. This is like I'm at my wit's end, and this is the end of Mark. Chapter 13 is the end of Mark.
It kind of is. Yeah. Like, and again, I mentioned earlier, but there's been several artists over the course of the years we've done in the pod. But like Buck Owens is the big one because he was the most verbal about it. He says, "Yeah, dude, when like." And I wish we could remember the guitarist's name because he was, first of all, he's a fucking good guitarist, right? Just a fantastic guitarist.
Hot ass Telecaster that he played.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, just a good songwriter, great guitarist, a great dude. But like Buck Owens had said multiple times, like when he died, I was never the same. Like my piece of me also died that day.
Don Rich.
And I think, is that what it was? Yeah, it was Don Rich. That sounds right.
Yeah, Don Rich.
I think Mark's the same way. I think this was, I think like when Hearts Like Beating was released, it was already too late. Like the time to mend the relationship has already passed. Like no matter what, even when they got back together, and yeah, they're back together, and it's cool to see him be friends again. But like you can tell, like it's not the same.
Yeah,
it's not the same.
2009,
there's just something off.
In 2009, when they got back together and they did the tour, they did the neighborhoods, they did like the Greatest Hits tour, which you and I went to, and then they did neighborhoods, that neighborhoods tour, Dogs Eating Dogs. It was never. It was always weird.
It was never awkward. The same. There's just something
weird
off,
fucking tension.
You know?
Yeah.
And then something.
Tom
off.
left the second time, but ever since he's been back. In when he came back in 2021, 22, I think it was 22. I think it was. He came back and it seems almost as good as it used to be. But in the end, these guys are. We're 20 years on now. Things are going to be different regardless. Even if there was no breakup or hiatus or whatever, it would still be different. But I think this is like the best they're ever going to be.
For sure, this is the best they're ever going to be. But it still looks like two guys that were best friends and then took a 10-year hiatus and are now back trying to be best friends again. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And maybe this is just because like we know the history, and so like I'm looking at it through those lenses. But it just, I don't know, dude. Like, this is the last time. Like, Toy Patch was the last time they were ever truly, truly fucking happy.
Yeah, right.
And that's fucking sad, dude. Like, it's so sad. And then like reading like these lyrics and going through this, and like, dude, this is so fucking sad. And like this outro, dude, this outro gets me and the drum part of this is so fucking good, dude. Travis slays at the drums in this entire song. He's so goddamn good. Just dynamic. But this outro is just wild, right? Just the whole like build and we'll both take our revenge. He tried to hit that low note. Remember, he goes, but we still won't feel. And Trevor's just like, just going fucking wiggly ass arms, dude.
Sounds massive.
God damn. And just to end it, I'm scraped and sober, but there's no one listening to me. There's no one listening to me at all. Definite, right? The definitive article there. Like, no one listened to me at all. Fuck me. I'm out. Done.
I love it.
God damn, son.
So then we're good. This is the album. We fucking did it. I didn't think we were going to break down the whole album like this, but I'm really glad we did. And one last thing before we rate the record. This record is exactly 44 minutes.
Fuck yes.
Funnily enough. 44 minutes
That's all
long.
you need.
And so let's give our final thoughts on this. We're gonna make it really kind of concise. We're gonna go too far into it, but wrap it up. Give our final thoughts. Rate the record based off of our world famous 3-point rating system, where 3 is a perfect album, 2 is a good album you're going to continue to listen to, 1 is a bad album, give it a shot, and 0 is the worst thing you've ever heard. What do you got? Go.
This is a desert island record for me. This is like a top 5 record of all time for me that I would take with me to a desert island, because that's the way she goes, boys. I would take this over any other Blink record too. Anything Mark, Tom, or Travis have ever done. I'm saying it. Yeah, and I think when we did our big blinkings, our blinking bonanza. This was number 1. This was number 1 above anything else. This just hits the heart. This hits the most Pinkerton like out of anything else Blink has ever done.
Skip's not gonna like this. He's not gonna like this.
Idiot. He's no fucking a goddamn thing. I don't give a fuck. We're way too many beers deep for me to
but
not
Blink's
say
Blink did it better. They did this
I
better.
know.
They did that better. They did this better. They did that better.
It influenced a bunch of fucking other people there. That's my English accent always.
So bad every time.
It's bad every time, and it's the same every time. I'm gonna work.
You're
I'm
consistent.
gonna work on more dialects. Obviously, this is a 3 out of 3. But I think again, this is the third time I'll mention this, but there a lot of times like singer songwriter stuff, right? It's easy to convey what you want to feel, how you feel through just like a guitar, like Joni Mitchell's Blue. And I'm not a big like Joni Mitchell fan. I'm not a big just kind of like singer songwriter fan in general, but like Joni Mitchell's Blue, just fucking perfect like extension of how she is feeling, like what she thinks about society, what is happening. Like Dashboard, I like Dashboard a fucking lot. Chris Krabba, he's really good at making his guitar tell us musically what he's feeling emotionally. This is like the same thing, because this is a Mark record. Like Travis didn't write anything here except for just some drum beats and shit. And Craig and what's Thomas?
Shane.
What's the guy's name? Shane. Craig and Shane. Like they didn't write anything. Come on. This is Mark. This is Mark's open letter to Tom. And if we were in 2025 times, that's what he would have done instead of write a fucking masterpiece. He would have just done like an Instagram post or wrote like an open letter. Dear Tom, here's how I feel. Or like, dear Guy, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that. People do that shit all the fucking time. This is a masterpiece. This is crazy, dude. This is what like peak musicians want to achieve. It's just a direct extension from the heart and the brain into like musical form. I think this is like peak musicianship. This is not just a 3 out of 3. This is a desert island record for me. This is one of my top 5. Oh, pick that up, baby boy. This is a top 5 record of all time for me.
All right. There you go. My final thoughts on Plus 44 and When Your Heart Stops Beating. This is just a perfect emo record, pop punk emo, a little bit electronic record. I think it's one of the most earnest records put out there. What really sets this record apart from most records is that when you listen to a singer or musician talk about in their lyrics, especially when they talk about somebody else, it's always talking about a romantic relationship, whether girl, wife, whatever it may be. But it's never a friend. It's never like a best friend. It's never something platonic. It's always something more sexualized or romantic.
Yeah.
But the thing that sets this apart is that this is all platonic. This is all like you are literally my platonic soulmate, and you absolutely destroyed me. You wrecked me to the worst degree. And I'm so crushed. And especially coming from a man, because men are way more reserved, generally speaking. They're
this era
especially in
too.
this era, they're way more reserved. They're never going to be this deep. Even like the most emo of emo bands back in the day, in the early 2000s, 90s and shit, nobody talked about their platonic relationships. They always talked about how the girls broke up with them and they want to slit their wrist and cut their
And they
throats.
still got called gays. You know what I mean?
But this was just so beyond earnest and so honest, and yeah, just and you throw the Blink lore into all of this, it just makes it even more heartbreaking and insane and musically, yeah, it's not the most complicated music, but neither was Blink 182. But the music matched the lyrics and the tone of the lyrics perfectly, and Mark's vocals perfectly. This is a perfect 3 out of 3, hands down. I don't give a fuck.
Easy
Hands down,
perfect 3 out of 3.
without a doubt. There's not a record that I know of that is this earnest about a platonic friendship and being hurt so fucking bad. So
How many Blink records are better than this? If you were to
Untitled.
rank everything,
Untitled.
That's it. So
That's
Untitled and then plus 44.
Plus 44, yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, that's the only one. Better than Neighborhoods. Better than Toy Page.
Oh,
Yeah, I love my Neighborhoods.
Damn.
I love my Neighborhoods.
Damn, girl, that's wild.
Untitled is the magnum opus of Mark and Tom, separately and together. Untitled is
Okay.
untouched.
Okay.
But yeah, I plus 44, and We Don't Need to Whisper are the follow-ups to that, and it's always a back and forth. Like, do I love plus 44 or do I love We Don't Need to Whisper from Angels and Airwaves more? It's always a back and forth.
Love them differently. Love them in different ways,
Yeah.
right? Like why we love Angels and Airways, we wouldn't know is different than why we love plus 44.
True. But yeah. Anyway, perfect 3 out of 3 for both of us.
Damn,
It
so
is.
good.
It's beyond perfect, beyond banger. So thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. Keep listening to all your friends. And we're in Lost episode season, baby. We're going to be throwing out some fucking shit we didn't even know we did 8 or 9 years ago. I compiled a giant list of all the episodes we did, all the Lost episodes.
Yeah.
We don't remember half the shit that we did 8-9 years ago. So
Like no recollection.
we're going to get into some good shit soon, hopefully. So that's it. That's all.